folks. Still on my journey here to Georgia to pick up the new spray rig and a few things. Thought while I was just riding here, I'd do a brief update on the radiator cap coolant leak on the Massey Ferguson 5610. He does have one of the parts for me today. I believe it's just the reservoir. They're wanting to replace both the reservoir and the cap. Is it the same reservoir that I've got? I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's going to be. It sounds like they have redesigned something based on the comments and videos I did earlier of the leak, and you know what I thought was a design flaw. But he said he had a tank, but he said he didn't have the new cap yet. He said that stuff was coming from England, Finland, wherever it was coming from. So I know it takes time to redesign things and get prototypes and get them developed and whatnot. So within a month's time, I'd say they're making pretty good speed on that. So I'm not complaining. But he made the note that they wanted me to try the new cap with the reservoir I had. So that leads me to believe that they are curious to know if the new cap design maybe will fix the problem, and it's not just the cap and the reservoir both. But either way, I think he said he had the reservoir for me, so I think I'll be at least getting that today. Of course, it's been a couple of days ago. He might have the cap by now, I don't know. But we'll discuss it when we get there. So they are working on it and trying to come up with a fix. Apparently, I was afraid they'd just start throwing the same parts at it, and they may be. When I get there, I may find out differently. But that's the update on that right now. The spray rig, just to continue the story on that purchase. Like I said, I had a used one located in Pennsylvania. Got pretty far along in that deal, to the point where I just needed to transfer them the money, and that was that. But at last minute, this deal popped up with this distributor on this new one. Yeah, to continue that story, part of the reason that waited till the last minute on the new one, and why I was pursuing the used one heavy until that point, was the fact that I knew about the new one at Hardi earlier on in the stages of my looking, because I had emailed Hardi on trying to get some information on a dealer or distributor or whatever here in the South to deal with on one. And he mentioned the distributor over here in Georgia is the one that I used, but I didn't call him till later on. He also mentioned the Tri-Green, the John Deere Tri-Green network that's close to home for me. So I kind of went that route at first. And the first thing I did was emailed the two salesmen at the dealership. I won't specify exactly which one it was, but they were in the Tri-Green network, and it was the dealership that I bought the 6330 from that I no longer have. And if you remember me noting, you know, some of my reasons for switching from Deere to Massey, you know, I wasn't directly blaming the tractor, but other things. That's part of it. I emailed them guys, you know, copied all the information I had from Hardi on the new sprayer and threw it out there and said, hey, what can y'all do on getting this sprayer and whatnot. Never heard a thing from them. Didn't get a reply that, hey, we got your email, looking into it. Didn't get a phone call, didn't get anything. So Tri-Green is more and more losing my faith in them and my interest in using them for equipment. There is another Tri-Green dealer up in Tennessee, which is probably about as far as a drive as it is for me to go over here to Georgia, that I've dealt with before. My 468 John Deere baler came from there. Contacted that dealer, and he was actually, his name was recommended by the Hardi dealer, or Hardi company, and emailed him and didn't get an immediate response, but the Hardi guy gave me a response and had been in contact with him, and he had that Tri-Green dealer, that salesman, had some issues going on with his family. I think he was at the hospital for the time being with family members, so don't know the details on that situation. So he was out of pocket, and that was understandable, and wasn't going to be back, for about a week. So when I found that out, this one I called that Georgia distributor, and as I said earlier, worked out the deal to have this thing shipped down here to Georgia Deere Farms Equipment, where I bought the Massey 5610. But it does pain me that, I've got local dealers in the area. We got a lot of Tri-Green dealers, and you just can't get any help from them. They're going to have to work on that. And I called Roger up at Georgia Deere Farms, talked to him. Of course, the distributor talked to him too. He was thanking me for thinking of them, and appreciated another opportunity for business and all. And I mean, that's the right way to run a dealership and equipment sales. Tri-Green just, I don't know if they're just overly busy and just don't have the time to deal with people, or if they've just got their heads so high in the sky that they just won't, they ain't put forth the effort. It don't seem like to me. I mean, I'm no mega farmer, and the Tri-Green dealer I dealt with a lot of the bigger farms in the North Alabama area. So for me to walk in there, I was kind of a peon, I guess you could say, a small guy, small farmer. But still, I'm trying to make it just like everybody else, and I may not need the biggest and fanciest piece of equipment, but I still need equipment, need somebody to work with when I have issues and problems. So yeah, that's a big negative for Tri-Green and John Deere all the way around. They're going to have to step up if they're going to get any more of my business, because I will find other ways to purchase equipment, as I'm already doing. It's a shame I have to drive 2.5, 3 hours to do that, but hey, that's what it is. But anyway, that's kind of the deal with that. I kind of needed to come over here anyway and pick up these parts from the Massey. They were going to ship them to me, but upon doing this deal and learning I was going to be headed this way, so I hang on to them. I get them when I can. So I am officially in Georgia. There's the sign, and I'm going to turn on State Line Road. So stay tuned, and we'll be picking this sprayer up here in a little bit. See ya. Well, folks, welcome to Georgia Deere Farms and Equipment. You finally arrived, and we'll be picking up this sprayer here hopefully in just a few minutes.